My parents said I wasn't gifted enough for college, took my college fund, and made me work to death to fund my brother's allowance. They lost it when I told them I've had enough. So I was trying to add a third class to my spring schedule at community college when my academic advisor, Ms. Chen, started asking questions. She was looking at my file with this confused expression. Your high school GPA was 3.9. You were a national merit commended. Why are you here taking 2 classes a semester? I told her I work full time. Can't really manage more than that. She asked where I work. I listed them off. Target during the day, restaurant at night, sometimes weekend catering gigs when I need extra cash. She did some quick math in her head. That's at least 50 hours a week. What are your expenses? I told her the normal stuff. Rent, food, car payment. Then she asked if I support my family. I hesitated, but told her I help my brother Dylan with expenses. He goes to Whitmore Academy. She knew the school. $45,000 a year tuition, she said. I explained that my parents cover tuition. I just send Dylan spending money. About $800 a month. Ms. Chen put down my file. You're 20 years old, working yourself to death at community college, sending your teenage brother $800 a month while he attends private school. I told her he needs things. The other kids there have money, and I don't want him to feel poor. She asked what happened to my college plans. My parents had been saving for my college, about $60,000, but Whitmore's, my brother's school, was expensive. We had a family meeting. They explained that Dylan has more potential, that he's naturally gifted. I'm more of a hard worker. They needed to invest where it would matter most. Ms. Chen asked how old I was at this meeting. 17, spring of senior year. She asked if it was after college application deadlines. I'd never thought about that. Yeah, it was March or April, after I'd already not applied for financial aid because I thought I had money. I'd gotten into a state school with a partial scholarship but couldn't afford the rest, about $12,000 a year. So I came to community college instead. Ms. Chen pulled out a calculator. She did the math in front of me. I'm sending Dylan $9,600 a year. I could have afforded a state school. I started to say Dylan needed the money, but she cut me off. Your brother needed $800 a month spending money while you work 50 hours a week? I explained that my parents don't give him much. They say he needs to learn money management. Ms. Chen stared at me. They're teaching him money management with your money? She asked what my parents do for work. I told her. Dad the hospital administrator, mom's in pharmaceutical sales. She asked about household income. I estimated around $200,000. That's when she picked up her phone and called someone from financial aid. Janet Okoye showed up 10 minutes later. Ms. Chen explained everything. Janet's face went hard. Your parents make $200,000 and had you give up college for your brother's private school? I tried to explain that they're investing in his future. Janet asked what about my future? I said I'm doing fine. Community college is good. She said working 50 hours a week to send my brother spending money while taking 6 credits over 2 years is not fine. Ms. Chen pulled up my high school records on her computer. National merit commended. 3.9 GPA. You could have gone anywhere. She said they chose to prioritize one child's private school over another child's college, then made me financially support that child. She called it financial abuse. The words felt wrong. I said they love both of us. Ms. Chen leaned forward. Parents who love both children don't sacrifice one's future for the other's luxury. They chose private school status over your education. Janet said I'm going to stop sending that money. I told her I can't. Dylan needs it. She said he needs parents who support him, not a sister working herself to death. Then she told me what's happening. I'm applying for scholarships, real ones. She's helping me transfer to state school for spring semester. I'll qualify for aid because I'm financially independent. Ms. Chen pulled out applications. I'm applying today. She's writing a recommendation explaining my situation. I'm stopping the money to Dylan immediately. I said my parents will lose it. She said my parents have been stealing from me for 3 years. I stopped the transfers that week. Dylan called, confused about where his money was. Then my parents called. Mom was screaming. How could you abandon your brother? He has expenses. I was at my new apartment. I'd moved out 2 days after meeting with Janet. I told her they make $200,000. They can give him spending money. She said that's not the point, that I committed to supporting him. I reminded her I was 17 when they took my college fund. She said they didn't take anything. They reallocated family resources to where they'd have the most impact. I said they chose Dylan over me. She said they chose to invest wisely, that Dylan has potential for Harvard. You're doing fine at community college. I told her I'm transferring to state school in January. Got a full scholarship. She went silent, then asked if I really got a scholarship. I said yeah. Turned out I had potential too. They just never invested in it. Dad got on the line. He said I'm being selfish. I told him Dylan needs parents, that I'm 20 and supposed to be figuring out my own life, not funding his. He said after everything they've sacrificed. I said they sacrificed my college fund, not theirs, mine. Then I hung up.